Did you know sales teams everywhere are leaving millions of dollars on the table in revenue they could have closed had their sales leadership team invested into better mental health, resilience, mindset, and stress management support for their team? If you don't believe me, watch this. Meet Billy, and he is your typical inside salesperson working at a growing tech company. And to help Billy perform, his sales leadership team is investing thousands of dollars into technology to help him do his job better. They're buying CRM software, email cadence software, a cell phone, the latest in video and presentation technology, pipeline management tools, prospecting tools to help them find more leads. And this is costing an absolute fortune. In fact, data from the Zant State of Sales report identified that on average, a mid-sized sales organization is spending over $5,200 per rep per year on sales enablement technology. So if you have a team of 100 billies, that's over $500,000 per year. Now the problem is data from the State of Mental Health and Sales report that we released a few weeks ago uncovered that 63% of sellers are struggling with their mental health, which means 63% of the billies of the world are feeling stressed, they're feeling overwhelmed, they're experiencing burnout, and unable to perform their best. And this is what's otherwise called presenteeism, and showing up to work when we're unable to perform our best. And an example of this is maybe it usually takes Billy 10 minutes to write an email to a client. When he's feeling really stressed or unmotivated or burnt out, that email might take 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And when you add up all of this lost time across the thousands of different working tasks that we have to do each and every day over the course of a year, recent data from Virgin showed that that can lead to 57 and a half full working days lost in productivity. And even worse, the vast majority of sales teams are investing $0 into equipping Billy and the sellers and their sales teams with the proper stress management and mental health toolkit to help protect the mind and maximize their mental performance each and every day. So the big question, what is the impact of this $0 investment? Well, let me show you. So what you're seeing in front of you is a mental health and sales cost calculator. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the data that we just learned about and put it into context of revenue generating activities and revenue generation. So in the middle, you'll see here the calculations that we're doing. It's based off the 63% of sellers that are struggling with their mental health, the 57 and a half days lost in productivity due to presenteeism. And then we lose about 4 days per year due to absenteeism. And this is when we're so unwell, we're so anxious, we're so stressed, and we can't even show up to work. So we'll use our example, and let's say we have a team of 100 sellers. And let's say on average, these sellers are making 30 calls each per day. And let's say they book about 1 meeting per day. And then their base salary is about $50,000 per year. And let's say on average, they are closing about $30,000 in revenue per month. So as I hit enter, watch how these numbers at the bottom change. Over $7.2 million is being lost due to these unproductive days that are being impacted by our mental performance and our mental health. If you look at this revenue that's being left on the table, over $6.3 million in revenue is being left on the table because reps on our team are underperforming at a micro level on all of these different sales tasks and activities that we have to do every single day. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not naive to say that partnering with Sales Health Alliance or working with me will eradicate these 57 and a half days, but what I am saying is we can make a meaningful difference. Let's say if we change and improve the mental health of your team, and we give them a proper toolkit to manage stress, and we knock off a couple days here. Let's say we lose 55 days instead. Watch how these numbers change. Instead of 6.3 million in revenue being left on the table, it drops down to just over 6. Huge opportunities to make massive swings in revenue generating and performance, as well as the overall happiness of your team. So if this video has piqued your interest, I look forward to working with you. If you scroll to the bottom of this calculator, there's various programs here that I'm running with different sales teams. I just launched the Wendy Rhodes program, which is a really cool data-driven approach. But if this is interest, you can click on the link below. It will allow you to download this calculator so you can plug in your own numbers. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video very soon. I'll see you there.